Tiernan, another big victory, 2-1 against Glentoran. Give us your thoughts.
Yeah, delighted, absolutely delighted. A great month for us. Probably wasn't our best performance. I think there've been 4 really tough games now, and during this month, and they probably took their toll along with that game went on. But I think the credit that we do have to give is the character that we showed and how we rolled our sleeves up, and we ended up turning it into a little bit of a battle rather than playing our football. And that's just part and parcel of football at times.
Another early goal set us on our way this time. Andy Ryan took his goal really well, and it was a kind of a typical Andy Ryan goal. Lovely finish.
Yeah, listen, we've had this conversation a million times. Andy does what Andy does, and he's one of those people. Some people would give up the ghost on that, and Andy never does. He uses his body really well, and still a difficult finish. And I thought he took it superbly. Is
it a good thing or a difficult thing as a manager when you've got an Andy Ryan and a Lee Bonus, Paul O'Neill, Elijah Paul, all these players jumping in a bit, but you give Andy the nod tonight and he rewarded you for that?
Yeah, they're good problems to have. I'd prefer to have them and not have them. And they're a very honest bunch of boys. They work very hard. They're obviously disappointed because they all want to play. But there's great camaraderie in that changing room, and I think the time will come where they'll all play a massive part in what we want to do and where we want to go.
Leroy Millar got the second goal, which obviously proved crucial. He was the sponsors man of the match. Are we starting to see him get back into the groove that we saw from him last year and winning the League Player of the Year, etc.?
Yeah, I think so. I think even in training now, you see Leroy coming back to his old self, and 2 goals in 2 games will now give him the world of confidence, and hopefully he kicks on from this.
Glentoran obviously got the goal and half the deficit. We maybe looked a little bit nervous for a spell, but we managed to see it out without too many maybe big chances that came their way.
We knew this was coming tonight, having done our homework on Glentoran, that they're a team that definitely asks questions of you. They put balls in box and they get the ball forward early, and we knew this was coming. We hoped we'd have controlled the game a little bit better, which would have hopefully nullified a wee bit more of that threat, but it wasn't to be tonight, and we had to stand firm in defending those balls in the box, and crosses and diagonals and all came with it. So as I say, great credit to the players for that.
Yeah, and we saw the game out, and maybe sort of 6-7 weeks ago we might not have, or we didn't in games like that. What do you think has been the turning point, or what has got us to where we've got to with such a sort of big turnaround in the league?
I think that listen, there's lots and lots of very good players in that changing room. We had a difficult start to our season. We had a lot of injuries, and we were a bit mismatched. We seem to now we're able to tweak our shape and our formation from time to time. But when I seem to have everybody back fitting for places again, and healthy competition, and I think that definitely keeps you on your toes. And we keep trying to say, without being arrogant or big-headed, but we see Larne as a big club now, and to be at a big club you try to attract the best players, and that when you get yourself in those situations, then you can't rest on your laurels. You have to be at your best almost every week, because there's somebody there wanting to take your place. And I think that healthy competition has been good for us.
Tonight's result sees us move back to the top of the league. Obviously Linfield have 2 games in hand and we're still in November, but does it give a psychological boost to look and see what we've done, and how much closer we've moved at least to the top?
I'm here 7 years, Ian, and I don't think you've ever heard me answer anything like that in that period. I don't even look at the league table. As long as we're in the hunt, that's the big thing for us, and what we can do is just control what's in front of us. We'll not get too carried away. We have a couple of days off now with Ballymena next Saturday, and that's where it ends for us.
Yeah, and we've come out of this big month with the big fixtures, but December is no less big in terms of the points we want to chase down and win. So does it kind of require keeping that same sort of mindset that we've had in November and that's proven to be so successful?
November's a waste of time if you don't carry it into December, and there's an element of it's easier to get up for big games, so-called big games of your Blues and your Glens and your Cliftonvilles and your Coleraines, and I think the big thing for us now is making sure we control what we can control, and that Ballymena will get the exact same respect as what every team this month got, and it's now our job to go and deliver.
Great, thank you.
Thank you.
Well, Leroy 2-1 win over Glentoran. What did you make of tonight's performance?
Yeah, to be honest, I thought it was very sloppy from probably start to finish. I think neither team could probably get grips of the game and keep possession during the game, but thankfully we came out the right end.
Got another early goal tonight, something we made a bit of a habit of over recent weeks. What do you make of that one?
Yeah, the early goal obviously it gives you the platform to build on. I thought tonight we got that early goal and we didn't really build on it. I think we had one or two chances again in the first half. Chuck had a couple and myself had another one myself, but we didn't capitalise on that. But thankfully in the second half we get the second.
You obviously do get the second goal in space of a week. How happy are you to be back inside and back scoring goals?
Yeah, obviously the main thing's about the team getting 3 points, and obviously that 3 point tonight takes us top of the league, so it does. But yeah, obviously it's nice to score goals, but I don't really care who's scoring as long as the team's winning.
Obviously you're back on a run of form and back on the side after some injury issues. Do you feel like you're finally getting back to your best?
Yeah, that's my 6th game now back from injury now and feeling fit, feeling strong, and thankfully now the goals are starting to fly in and long may it continue.
You obviously touched there as well, back to the top of the league. Given where we were maybe a month ago, does it show how the hard work's paid off, even if it is maybe for a day?
Yeah, I think the start in November it looked like Linfield, the Blues, they were starting to run away with it, so they were, and we knew that. We had a chat ourselves and we had a massive November coming up. I think we played near enough the whole top 6 in November, and we've come out flawless in that and picked up maximum points, but now it's time to build on that.
Having had such an impressive month against some of the top sides in the league, how important is it to continue that momentum into the coming weeks?
Yeah, it's massive, so it is. December's obviously going to be a busy month as well. We've got the League Cup and County Antrim and all still they play in massive league games, so as I said, we just need to keep building on it and keep getting maximum points.
The win tonight also means we'll go a year unbeaten at home. How important is our home form going to be for the upcoming title challenge?
Yeah, home form obviously it gives you that platform. If you win your home games and get points here and there, and your away games, you're never going to be far away, so you're not. So yeah, it's a year, it's a good achievement, but it's something we'll just look to build on and keep going.
Lastly, next up's a team you obviously know very well in Ballymena. How do you feel like it's playing against your old side?
Yeah, it's another opportunity of getting 3 points, so it is. Ballymena, obviously it's been a tough year for them as it stands. They've got Linfield tomorrow, but we'll see how that goes. We'll get in on Tuesday and prepare just as best we can, and we'll go again.
Great, thank you.